Hello, welcome to a brand new TG-66 helicopter. TG-66 helicopter has many features like all other helicopters in real life. Like all trainer aircraft, it is common used to train pilots around the world because of its complexity and richness of details. The weather today is perfect for our first lesson. First, we need to do a pre-start check in the aircraft. We are going to start the engine and do a takeoff. Notice that you have numbers from 1 to 4 in your screen. Each of them has instruments to turn on and off your helicopter and also to monitor your flight, such as altimeter and speedometer. Open number 1 and let's start the process of turning on the helicopter. Now, set fuel pump flow to a full position. It is a slider, drag it with your finger. Good. When the engine starts to run, it will be too loud for you to hear me. Put the headset in your head now. Perfect, now we can continue. We need to start the master battery and alternator. They will provide all electric support for the helicopter. The alternator will convert the engine torque energy into electricity, and it is crucial to let it on to avoid lacks of power that can be dangerous for our flight. Switch master battery to on now. Switch the alternator to on now. Perfect. We are ready to start up the helicopter. This noise you are hearing is the power being supplied to all components. Press engine button now. Do not worry, you are going to hear motor noise that represents the starting success of the engine. See that rotor RPM is increasing. The goal is to start our flight when the rotor is above 100%. So, as you can see, the engine needs more efficiency. To reach 100% RPM, we need the clutch. A clutch allows the engine to be started and then gradually pick up the load of the rotor. It is mandatory to wait for the clutch to engage. Let's turn clutch on now. When clutch's light is off, we are good to go. See that your RPM is above the necessary. We are in perfect condition to start flying. TG-66 has more features like flares and ropes. We will learn that later. On your left side, there is a throttle slider that will give you the control of altitude and attitude of your aircraft. Gently pull the slider up when you are ready. All helicopters turn a bit to the right. That is the inertia of the rotor. So, if you lean your hand a bit to the left, you can stabilize your flight. That's it. Try flying around and do some landings before you try out the missions. All pilots train hours to have full control of this incredible machine. Welcome to your first mission. We need to pick it up an important businessman in the green helipad on the oil platform at the end of the lake and bring him back here, so he can fly back to his office. But first, turn the helicopter on. For this mission, you will need to use your GPS located on the instrument panel to get to the oil platform. In your GPS, you can see a line indicating where your objective is. Follow the line to complete your objective. Take off now and have a nice flight. In your instrument panel there is a vertical speed indicator. This is one of the most important indicators of our flight. Open panel number 2 to see the flight instruments. As you can see, when you are going up, the needle is above 0. If you are descending, the needle will be over 0. The bigger the distance from 0, the faster you are going up or down. A leveled flight is when you maintain your altitude, and the needle in your vertical speed is close to zero. When landing, you will need to have a below zero needle, but not too much. A higher vertical speed when landing can cause damage to the aircraft and even a crash. The energy here in the mountains is provided by wind turbine generators. We have a lot of wind turbines in the energy farm, sometimes one of them stops working. I gave your contact to the administrators so they can contact you giving more information. While you get the briefing, you should turn your helicopter on.
Hi pilot, we think that you can help us with this problem. The weather is not good for our ground team to check all
wind turbines and we need you to point to as each one is damaged. Should be simple to detect the one that is not working, it will be stopped. I marked on your GPS the possible turbine with the problem. Can you get there and see if everything is okay?
When you get to the damaged turbine, you will need to shoot a flare to indicate to the ground team what you found. The flare is a button in your panel. Aim with the nose of TG66 and press the button to shoot it. Let's test it. Flares are harmless, so there is no problem shooting anywhere. Shoot a flare now. Good. You have an infinite number of flares, but for simulation's sake, please shoot only when you think that is necessary. Follow your GPS marker to get to the wind turbine.